We saw LA operate leaner, but smarter and cleaner without Aliso Canyon. Yep. Yeah. This could be done today and we would be fine. Do not let them scare you. But I think what's so exciting about the community here today is that you have people who've been hurt and whose health is still waning, and who are willing to come to the table with the California legislature and all the powers that be at this gas company and say, you know, we're going to come to the table and we're going to help you put a plan together to close Aliso Canyon. We're going to say shut it all down, but we're going to help you figure out how to transform yourselves. So the real question is, does the gas company want to be a new kind of company, or are they going to rely on their ways of the past? And they have an opportunity here to reimagine themselves. And I honestly believe that with their back up against the wall, they're going to have to reimagine what they are. And that's no longer a gas company. That's right. We can't fill that field back up with gas. And by the way, we can't fill it back up with hydrogen or CO2 or anything else. That field just needs to be closed. But what I will say is, if they have other ideas, and they've been throwing out some other ideas as of late, I'm not going to just brush those off the table out of hand. If they want to talk about what the future of renewable energy could look like, where they're talking about solar and wind being converted into hydrogen, and they want to talk about a solution that does not involve Aliso Canyon, I'll listen. We're not going to sign up on the press release. I'm not going to blindly commit myself to a plan, but we're listening. We know we have to solve this, but the first step is closing that field. So SB 1486, that's the trust bridge we need to get over. We want to see it closed, and we want to see their commitment to its closure, and then we'll talk. So I think we're here as a protest, but also an invitation. That's what I like to think of it. It's a loud invitation. But it's an invitation nonetheless. So, you know, we're going to fight, but we're going to legislate here too. And I spoke to the chair of the Senate Energy Committee. The hearing's up in about 10 days here. And we're going to have some advocacy to do, because there's a lot of firepower up in Sacramento that we're up against. But this is a mighty army. I believe in the San Fernando Valley. I believe in Los Angeles. We're uniting the environmental justice communities from all over this town, so no one can say this is just a valley thing. Because we're going to be standing up for Pacoima too, and we're going to be standing up for Pico and Playa too, and we're not leaving anybody behind. We're not leaving anybody behind. So I appreciate what y'all are doing, and we're going to go to battle. So thanks for being here.
Hello, hello, hello.
Good stuff. No.
Test. On Aliso Canyon. Shut it all down. 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 All right. Shut it all down. During that blowout. Right. So
How about still getting sick from that blowout?
Yes. Show of hands if you're still getting sick.
Poisonous air, and I know we are still being exposed to toxic chemicals because it still leaks. I know this because I lived there. The other day after the winds, we had crazy winds, and when they stopped, I had stepped out of, onto the back patio, and I'm smelling, and it smells so sweet, and it was beautiful. And in that moment, I felt such gratitude for, a nice deep breath of clean air. And then in the following moment, I'm horrified because this air has gone to someone who dubbed our cough the Aliso cough. You are dizzy, confused, and you have anxiety, panic attacks, and depression. And I won't go on because it gets worse for some folks. We still have physical reaction to living there. It does a number on your psyche. That is hard to heal when you are getting hit with another wave of whatever it is that's in the air. We have to shut Aliso Canyon down.
That's right. Shut it all down. Shut
Shut it all down.
Down!
Shut it all down.
Shut it all down! Shut it all down! Shut it all down! Shut it all down! Any of us.
Nope.
We need the governor to shut this down. We are living in the shadow of Aliso Canyon gas storage facility. We've been sounding the alarm for 6.5 years, and Governor Newsom knows this is on his plate. He wants to be governor, then he has to make the hard calls.
That's right. That's it.
This is our health. This is, the birds, the bees, the rivers, the trees. This is our planet. This is our world. And I don't want to live on the moon. I mean, I don't even want to visit the moon.
Is what turns Aliso Canyon back to an asset of last resort. That protocol that kept that place virtually unused and unneeded for nearly 2 years. So why are we still standing here? To fight to shut this place down after everything we've learned since the gas blowout? Well, there's 2 reasons. One of them, I think, has been dispelled today. I was going to say lack of community support, but I take that one. That one's over. Wow, this turnout is blowing me away.
That little did any of us know, any of us who live in the San Fernando Valley have been exposed to carcinogenic chemicals. And I'm not just talking about living through the largest polytoxin blowout in the history of the United States. I'm not talking about that. That was bad. But we're still living through it. We all live in the San Fernando Valley, and we're breathing a toxic soup of methane with publicly known and non-disclosed carcinogenic chemicals that